Good morning and thank you for joining me on another day of garage workouts. Your garage, your gym. Let's start warming up. Let's go warm up. Yes. So we're gonna warm up. Today we're doing arms. So just biceps and triceps. We have 4 exercises, 2 rounds. I'm gonna use my bench. I'm gonna sit on my bench to do my arms. I'm gonna be squeezing my abs every time I curl. I'm gonna be squeezing my abs. Same thing with rubber bands. So I'm gonna use my rubber bands for triceps. Every time I push down and I extend, I'm gonna squeeze my abs. I'm gonna squeeze my chest. I'm gonna incorporate dynamic tension throughout the whole workout. Why am I saying all this? Because I may not be saying that while executing the exercises, so I want you to keep that in mind. I'm going to try to repeat this, but sometimes I focus and I might not be able to say it. Another thing, please check our disclaimer, check my disclaimer on the description of this video and on the description of the page, okay? So I'm doing this only for informational and educational purposes as a guideline. If you want to engage into this, you are doing it at your own risk. If you're starting a workout, I strongly suggest hire a professional, okay? Personal trainer. Okay, let's go. Inhale, exhale. Okay, first one. Just regular curls is what we have. Bicep curls. So I'm going to start with my heavy ones. Right there. Yeah. I'm going to start with my heavy ones, and I'm going to try to continue working with my heavy ones. Up and down. Okay, little break. No more break. This is about doing as much as you can. Just little to no breaks. Time to switch to my next one. Okay, this is a little less heavier, but still challenging. That's 3. My goal today is 4. Okay, so my goal is doing at least 4 on each. Let's go for 5. So if I can go over 4, perfect. Okay, I always suggest when you're doing these exercises, especially resistance, repetitive exercises, it's good to do at least 3. So a lot of times my goal is only 3. Cardio. Good news, I didn't need my less heavier ones. Okay, so yeah, 3 at least, you know, that's what I usually try to do. But sometimes when I see these exercises that require only short moves, we're working different muscles, but we're focusing on biceps. And why I said different muscles is because when I do my curls, I'm also creating dynamic tension in my chest. You know, every time I go up, I create that dynamic tension, chest and abs. So I'm incorporating other muscles, but the focus is biceps on that exercise. So when we do those kind of exercises, you know, we always try to get at least 3 sets. You know, that's what I try. But no less than 3 is what I try. All right, let's see. Tricep extensions. Okay. I'm gonna grab 2. So, as I was saying, I try to do at least 3 of them. You know, I don't want to do less than that. But if I can do more, perfect. That'll be great. If I can do 5, I can do 6, perfect. And I try not to do more than 6, because you want to give your body a little bit of rest, you know, between the first 2 minutes to the next 2 minutes and the next 2 minutes, and that's why you have your cardio. So you rest your muscles while you're doing your active rest or cardio. All right, let's go second one. Lots of burn. Lots of burn. Let's go. Another one. Wow. That's it. I have 32 seconds left. Maybe I can do 4 or maybe a 5. That's 4. 20 seconds. Let's go for 5. That's 5. Can I do 6? Maybe. Let's go. 6. And that's it. Cardio. All right. Next one. We have in and out. Okay. In and out. We're going to try to do this on the bench. We'll see how that works. In and out. So we're going to go in, we're going to go out. Okay, I'm going to start with my heavier ones, and we'll see if I have to move to a little less weight after that. We'll see how it works. Inhale, exhale, all the way in, all the way out. If you're curious to see what kind of bench I use, this is my Bowflex bench. I haven't been hired by Bowflex to do this or say anything. It's just, that's what I like, that's what I use. So if you're watching this, good for Bowflex is getting some free advertisements.
Athletic work.
All right, let's go on the next one. Let's go 1, in, 2, out, in, and out, in, out, in. I'm creating tension in my chest and my stomach. Wow. When I go up, create that tension on the stomach. It's easy? No, it's not. It's worth it? Yes, it is. That's 2. Let's go for 3. That's 3. I'm gonna switch weights. Let's go to the next one. Wow. 3 reps, and I mean, the burning is amazing. That's what I'm saying. You know, the tired you are, the less reps you do, the more burns you get, the more change onto your muscle. I think that was 4. Okay, 5. I got 1 more. Let's go. 6.
Cardio.
Cardio. Okay. We go for cardio. Wow. My arms feel very pumped. Well, no wonder, you know. Okay, let's keep going. Let's run. Inhale, exhale. Next one. So, up grip, tight tricep extensions. On the one before, I was pushing down with my hands facing down on the rubber bands. On the next one, I'm gonna push down, but with my hands facing up. That works the lower part of the tricep a little bit more than the upper part. So there's 3 muscles right there. So this one burns a little bit more the lower part of it.
Athletic work.
Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Oh, a little bit more here. Okay. All right. Let's see right here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm giving you my back, but look at my back and see how when I go down, you know, I'm also squeezing my back. Not just my chest, but squeezing my back and my stomach. I'm crunching. So I squeeze my back right there, my chest, my abs. All right, I'm making this part of that work right there. That's 2. So although this focus is on my tricep, I'm involving other parts of my body as well. And I'm crunching down there, working my stomach as well. That was 3. Let's go for 4. That's 4. Wow, what a burn. What a burn. Smaller muscle groups usually burn a lot more. You can feel that. Definitely burns a lot more. That's good. Let's keep going. Okay, my last one.
Cardio.
Awesome. Done with the first round. We're going into the second round now. So go back here, grab the heavy weights, regular curls. That's what's next. Inhale, exhale. Hey, don't forget, girls and boys, subscribe, share the video, like the video with your friends, you know, in your social media. That way you can get to more people that may need this more than you and me. They might need a guideline. They might try to, you know, start a workout and they don't know where to start. Well, this is a very good guideline to give you an idea what is what you can do. Okay, so for education purposes, you know, it's perfect. It's good. It'll give you a good idea. Okay, let's keep running. All right, let's go back here. Now, grab my weights and regular curls. Why do I sit when I do this? I can do this standing, yeah. But it's every time I have the way to protect my lower back, not my muscle, but my vertebra from pushing, you know, from gravity. I do it. So this is one of those times where I can actually sit and do that, and that way I protect my back. I like to be, you know, always active in taking some of that compression that creates on your spine when you do exercises like that and the weight is just pushing down. Okay, let's go one more here. That will be number 3. And that's also why we stretch at the end, you know, to loosen up those muscles. And open up the vertebra. This puts so much tension, like on my, when I go like this and I contract my abs and my chest and my shoulders and my traps. You know, I involve all this, and I feel kind of like a little bit tight on my neck. Okay.
Cardio.
Perfect. So, yeah, when you go up, you feel that on the neck, and that's why I try to stretch my neck a little bit throughout the workout. Yeah, just to give that a little more flexibility on the neck. The neck always gets tight. Anything you do upper body, pull-ups, push-ups, curls, tricep extension, shoulder work, abs, you know, like involves the neck. Why? Because your head is heavy. Our heads are what, like about 10 pounds? So, you know the average. If you have a big head, oh, your neck is gonna hurt a little more. All right, let's keep running. So next one, regular tricep extensions with the rubber bands. My hands are gonna be pointing down, and I'm gonna grab
Athletic work.
these two collar bands. That gives me a lot of tension, a lot of resistance right there. And crunching, and crunching. Look at my back. You see how my back gets contracted right there with my triceps. I'm also contracting my chest when I go down. Contracting chest, core, stomach, back, everything contracts. Wow, that's 3. Still have more than a minute to finish this. Definitely gonna be doing 6. I know that for a fact because I did 3 in less than 1 minute and I'm tired. So I don't need to do as many reps. That's 4. So I'm sure I'm gonna do at least 6. Let's go for 5. Still have 45 seconds. I have plenty of time. Let's go for 6. That's 6. I got 16 seconds. Let's go for 7. So I got 7. That's good. So think about this, you know. I have 8 sets altogether. If I'm able to do 6, like today, I think that's gonna be my average, 6 on each. How many sets do you have in total? 48. In how long? 20, let's see, it's 16 minutes of resistance plus 8 minutes of cardio, that's 24 minutes, right? So in 24 minutes, counting cardio, you did 48 sets. That's a lot. You know, altogether these workouts, the average is about 35 minutes, sometimes less, 33, 34, 35. Certain occasions when I talk too much, I might do 37, but work-wise, it's about 33 to 35 minutes. All right, we go back to in and outs. So those are short workouts, you know, short and effective. It doesn't take a long time, and you can do this, you know, every day, no problem. Let's go back. Okay, that's one. Let's go for two. So no time in between, 5 to 7 seconds. It's all you want in between. Just enough time so the blood can go back to the muscle. Wow, that's two. Let's try a third one. Okay, that's enough. With that way, I'm gonna get to the next one. Right here. That's three. Let's go for four. Wowie. That's four. 42 seconds left. Definitely doing 6 today on this one as well. Or maybe more. We'll see. That's 5. Let's go. That's 6. I'm gonna grab a little less weight now. Wowie. 10 seconds. Let's burn it. This is my last curl one. Oh. Wow.
Cardio.
That was awesome. Another question that I've said a million times on my workouts, but I get all the time: how are you able to do more sets on the second round when you are actually tired? And that's the right answer. Because I'm tired. When I'm tired, I do less reps, which makes me do more sets. More sets means I'm gonna burn more times. If I burn more times, I'm actually forcing the muscle to work more times, which equals more benefits, you know, more growth, more strength, more endurance, and that's what it is. So we always start fresh on the first round. We can do more. Second round, usually you do more sets because you do less
Athletic
reps.
work.
Okay, let's go back here. Oh. Oh. Alrighty, so let's start right here first. Watch my back, how it contracts. Ooh, that's one. Let's go for two. That's two. I'm using my stomach a lot, like I'm contracting the stomach down there. That's three. 52 seconds, let's go for four. That's four. Let's go for 5. 40 seconds. Gotta do. Now, I know I set my goal will be 4, but now that I've been doing 6 or 7, I'm gonna make my goal 7 on this last one. To have that 6 sets average, 48 sets altogether. That's great. Oh, wow. 8 seconds. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Wow. So I feel like, you see my arms are all inflated, pumped up. The muscles are just, like expanding all the way. Blood is coming back there, to give the muscle the right nutrients and oxygen and help them grow. Yeah. So I'm running now. When I finish running in 15 seconds, I'm going to start accommodating all my stuff back in place. While I do that, if you're actually using this as a guideline, you know, I will suggest, you know, march or run. So you want to keep marching or running while I do this before we start stretching. So let's put this up here. All right. And now let's just put the weights back in place. I got one. I got two. These two. And three. Alrighty, so we're gonna start stretching a little bit those arms. Stretch. I think I said this before too. Actually, I did many times. Sometimes, you know, the reason I work out is just to do the stretch at the end. It's like, well, you said, well, what's the reason you work, you know? Well, you work to make money, you know? That's the end result of working. So sometimes if you do that and you work out hard to have an end result of stretching, oh, that's amazing. It's amazing because it feels so good to just do that. You know? It's like you're, it's like when a kid, he said, okay, have your dinner so you can have dessert right after. So the dessert will be the stretch, in my case. All right. I know it's a silly thing, but I just like it like that. Let's go this way. All right, lots of stretches on the upper body. Let's stretch the triceps right there a little bit. This one too. Now, load the fingers behind your back, you know, hands together, shoulders back, hands down, shoulders back, hands down, shoulders back, hands down. Right. So right here, we stretch the neck. We stretch right there. Very good. I'm going to grab my chair. First, I'm going to stretch my legs. And then a quick chair stretch will be next. All right. Now here. Now here. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to put this chair here. And I'm going to do some of the exercises on the chair today. So we're going to stretch on one side. Always make sure you open up the feet. You want wide feet on this one. If you go like this and you go here, ooh, you're going to fall. So always open up, have a wide base while you're doing your stretches right there. One more time. Oh, feels good. Very good. We're gonna cross and twist. Good. So with my leg here, I'm pushing towards the left, and with my upper body, I'm pulling towards the right. That's a great stretch in your IP band. Now we do the other side. Same deal. Right. Feels awesome already. Now, let's put this in here. Okay. So now we're going to get our rumble roller in there. I'm going to go down here first. And right there. Froggies and child pose. And right here, low. Oof. And roll. Alrighty, and now a rumble roller here. Okay. Ooh, as soon as you get there, your back start popping. Very good. Other side. Awesome. Now right here, back and forth. Quads. And chest. Awesome work, everybody, girls and boys. Awesome work today. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, like the video, so you can get to more people that may need this more than you and me. Tomorrow, basic back exercises and shoulders. Super simple tomorrow. Just some back exercises combined with some shoulder stuff, and you're gonna enjoy 4 exercises, 2 rounds, like we're doing on our simple series. I will see you on our next workout. Peace.